Hey entrepreneurs, it's AJ and welcome to this special presentation where we're saying goodbye to 2024 and saying g'day to 2025. Saying goodbye to the year that was and saying hello to the year that could be. Today's video is about the secret of success. Well, it's my secret of success. There are many other secrets out there, but I can only speak what's relevant to me, and I hope you find it useful. For those of you out there who are what I call chasing greatness, trying to improve what you're doing and take your brilliance out there to the world in a way that makes tomorrow better than today. I hope you find this useful because it was super useful for me. So, this year, I've had my most phenomenal year. I've been doing this 10 years as a professional speaker, and finally, it's all clicked and given me this amazing year. And I was sharing this, how would you say, this special moment with a friend of mine, a colleague of mine, Frankie Russo. If you haven't heard of Frankie, you're going to hear a lot about him in 2025 because he's just making waves globally, okay? So I was chatting to Frankie, and Frankie asked me, well, you've been doing this a long time. What changed for you? And I said to him, it was a photo, right? I put up this photo and bang, everything changed, right? And then he had a bit of a laugh, and I thought, okay, I better explain what's happening behind the scenes of the photo. So here's the photo. So as you can see, I'm on stage. There's big screens behind me. It looks like a big stage. It looks like I'm speaking in front of a big crowd. And the minute I put this photo up, I had people contacting me and wanting to work with me. Now, the funny thing is, there's two things going on here, right? The funny thing is that I actually haven't changed anything for the last couple of years. I've refined it a little bit and made improvements, but my capabilities is exactly the same as it was 2 years ago. Nothing as that has changed. What has changed, though, is this photo, okay? I finally got on a stage and I took a photo that looks professional and I put that up there. And that's important because our industry, the speaking, meeting, and events industry, it operates in a very unique way. We're kind of entertainers, but we're also consultants. And it's this really weird hybrid world that we operate in. So many people want to get on stage and they want to do amazing things, and the gatekeepers won't even look at them. Because the way our industry works is risk mitigation. So the event managers, the conference organizers, they're thinking, if I book this person, are they going to get me fired? Okay? So you could have all the amazing show reels, you could have all the testimonials, you could have all of that. None of that stuff matters, especially here in Australia, because it's very who you know. And you have to look the part. And unfortunately, I don't look the part, right? So that's been part of my journey, that it's a risk to book someone who looks like me because, it's not very well accepted to put people like me on stage. That's how this industry works. Globally, it's a completely different story. But here in Australia, that's been a big challenge, right? So when I put this photo up, all of a sudden people see, oh my God, someone's booked him. It looks good. He probably looks the part. We're going to work with him. Okay, so that's the first thing that worked. The second thing is that everyone that booked me this year, every single person that booked me this year, I'd known for several years before. Sometimes it was a couple of years ago. Sometimes it was 5 years ago. Sometimes it was 10 years ago. Sometimes I grew up with them, right? And what has happened is they're all doing their thing, but they weren't in a position to work with me back in those days, right? So we kept in touch, and all of a sudden they're moving and I'm moving and everything's moving, and all of a sudden we collide. And it's what I refer to as opportunity meets preparedness. And when opportunity shows up, you gotta be in your best shape possible to take advantage of it. So what I want to share with you, the secret, is that for those of you working real hard to take your brilliance out there to the world, keep in mind that everything is moving. And so, scientifically using quantum physics, right? We're all made of energy and particles, and we're vibrating at all different sorts of frequencies. Everything you see right now is made of particles vibrating real quickly that we can't really see it. And likewise, I'm vibrating, I'm moving around the place. My people that booked me, they're moving, everything's going and everything's colliding. And if you think in those terms, all of a sudden you realize you just got to keep going. You got to keep going. You got to keep creating. You got to keep putting your brilliance out there. You got to keep connecting with people. You got to keep talking to people. You got to keep sharing ideas. You got to keep supporting people. And eventually everything just collides, right? And it takes time. I can't tell you how much time it took, but everything just takes time. And eventually, when it's going to work out for you, but you got to keep going. I've been in this industry a long time, and I've seen so many speakers come in and go because they just don't have what it takes to survive this nastiness that happens here. So you got to keep going. You got to keep creating. You got to keep doing stuff because everything is moving. And you keep that in mind, beautiful things will come your way. So with that in mind, I'd like to close out this video to say thank you all for your incredible support of my work. Every comment, every DM, every like, every love, every clap thingy that happens, it means the world to me because the world is not kind to those who aspire to bring something new into it. So by you supporting me, this isn't my amazing year, it's our amazing year. And I just want to share that with you. And if you're many years before, I remember this used to be the worst time of year because I hadn't created enough opportunity. I wasn't getting where I needed to be. I wasn't turning my dreams into reality. It was just so far from reality that, I didn't think I would make it. But it's all of you that helped me through this. And I'm acutely aware, and please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm acutely aware that there's many of you out there that just want to see me succeed, because you have faith in me and my abilities. And likewise, I have faith in you and your abilities. And together, for lack of a better term, thanks Lewis Hamilton, together we rise and we challenge the status quo and we truly make tomorrow better than today. So with that in mind, goodbye for now. And I look forward to seeing you in 2025. Dream great dreams, build amazing things, inspire those around you, and lead through motivation. And most of all, have fun. Thank you.